Did you know? Dogs are banned in Antarctica. Back in the day, sled dogs were the heroes of Antarctic exploration, pulling explorers across the ice like furry champions. But since 1994, the only barking you'll hear down there is from the wind. Why the ban? It's all about protecting Antarctica's native wildlife, especially seals. Scientists worried that dogs could spread a nasty virus called canine distemper to seals. Think dog flu, but for flippered friends. Seals are super vulnerable, and even a sniffle could spell disaster for them. Dogs could also disturb wildlife, chase penguins, or munch on too many seal snacks. And the Madrid Protocol, the big rulebook for Antarctic protection, says no non-native species, period. So, thanks to science, sled dogs now have a well-deserved retirement, and snowmobiles do the heavy lifting. Did you know? Octopus play when they are bored. When their tank gets too dull, these clever creatures turn into escape artists, pranksters, and, believe it or not, interior decorators. Some will unscrew jars to score a snack, juggle hermit crabs, or even throw rocks at the glass just because they can. Others play with Lego blocks, chase laser pointers, or squirt water at lights, and sometimes at people they don't like. Scientists call this play since it doesn't help them survive, but it sure keeps things interesting. And yes, their curiosity can even lead to epic prison breaks. Just ask Inky the octopus, who slipped out of a New Zealand aquarium through a drain pipe. So next time you see an octopus, remember behind those big eyes is a mind that just wants to have a little fun, and maybe, just maybe, plot its next great escape. Did you know? Your favorite fictional characters can influence the way you act, think, and even view the world. Psychologists call it experience taking. When you're deep into a story, your brain actually starts adopting the beliefs and attitudes and even habits of your favorite characters. Ever root for Spider-Man and then want to help someone out? That's experience taking in action. But there's more. Parasocial relationships are those one-sided friendships you secretly have with characters. They can boost your mood, help you feel less alone, or even inspire you to try new things like learning a language because your fave anime hero did. Of course, you won't become Sherlock Holmes overnight, but the influence is real. So next time you binge a show, remember, your fictional friends might just be helping you level up in real life. Did you know? Spiders use the blood in their body to move their legs like hydraulics. Unlike humans who've got muscles to both bend and straighten our limbs, spiders are missing the extensor muscles, the ones that'd pull their legs straight. Instead, they use something called hemolymph. It's basically spider blood, but also their built-in hydraulic fluid. Here's how it works. When a spider wants to bend its leg, it flexes those muscles and pulls the leg in. But when it wants to straighten out, it contracts muscles around its prosoma. That's the fused head and chest bit. What's really wild? They can control this pressure in each leg, letting them make lightning-fast, super precise movements. That's why jumping spiders can leap many times their own body length. But there's a catch. If a spider's exoskeleton gets damaged or it loses too much hemolymph, it can't extend its legs anymore. That's why you might see a dead spider all curled up. Did you know? Many marine mammals sleep with half their brain on. Whales, dolphins, and porpoises have a superpower called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. That means only half their brain takes a nap at a time, while the other half stays wide awake. Why? Well, unlike humans, these animals have to think about every single breath they take. If they ever fully zonked out, they'd forget to breathe. And that's not a great plan underwater. Keeping half the brain alert also helps them dodge predators, avoid bumping into things, and keep an eye on their pod. Fun fact, one eye usually stays open, depending on which side of the brain is awake. Not all marine mammals do this though. True seals can hold their breath and sleep with both sides of their brain, while sea otters prefer floating on their backs, sometimes holding hands for the cutest group nap ever. Did you know? Lightning is 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. So, how hot does lightning get? When a bolt of lightning zips through the sky, it heats the air up to a mind-blowing 50,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's nearly 28,000 degrees Celsius. For comparison, the sun's surface is only about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So lightning is literally 5 times hotter. But how's that possible? Lightning is a massive electrical discharge. The electric current rips through the air, ionizing molecules and superheating them in just a split second. This intense heat is why lightning can split trees, melt sand into glassy tubes called fulgurites, or even set houses on fire. Here's the twist. We're talking about the sun's surface, not its core, because that's a whole different level of hot. Did you know? Your appendix has a job. For years the appendix got a bad rap, as if it was just a spare part evolution forgot to toss out. But your appendix might be the secret superhero of your gut. One major theory? It's a safe house for good bacteria. When you get sick and your gut bacteria get wiped out, the appendix offers a cozy hideout for the good guys to survive, and then repopulate your digestive system. But wait, there's more. The appendix is rich in immune tissue and helps train your body to fight off infections. Some scientists even think it acts like a boot camp for immune cells, helping them recognize friendly bacteria and dangerous invaders. So next time you hear someone call the appendix useless, you can set the record straight. Did you know? When we burn fat, we just breathe it out. Your body stores extra energy as fat, mostly in the form of triglycerides, just bundles of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. When you need energy, your body breaks down these molecules in a process called oxidation, and the main byproducts? Carbon dioxide and water. That's right, when you burn fat, about 84% of it exits your body as CO2, which you exhale with every breath. The water? You'll pee it out, sweat it out, and yes, even breathe a little out as vapor. So despite what those sauna ads promise, fat doesn't just melt away or sweat out, it's mostly vanished into thin air. But don't start hyperventilating. Just breathing faster won't burn more fat. It's all about being in a calorie deficit and letting your metabolism do its thing. Did you know? Seeing stars is a real phenomenon. Photopsia is when you see flashes, sparks, or shimmering lights that are not actually there. Your eyes and brain are just having a little light show of their own. The most common cause? Good old head trauma. When you hit your head, your brain gets a jolt and that can make your eyes see stars even though there is no light. But that is not the only reason. Rubbing your eyes really hard, quick eye movements, or even age-related changes in your eye can spark these visual fireworks. Sometimes though, it could be a warning sign. If you notice new or persistent flashes, a shower of floaters, or a dark curtain in your vision, get checked by an eye doctor right away. It could be a retinal tear or detachment, and that is a real emergency. Migraines can also bring on photopsia, with zigzags and shimmering lights, sometimes even without the headache. Did you know? Most animals see tigers as green. Most mammals, including deer and wild boar, the usual tiger snacks, see the world with only two color receptors, blue and green. Humans? We've got three, which means we see way more colors, including fiery reds and oranges. But for animals with what's called dichromatic vision, orange blurs right into green. So, while we spot a tiger from a mile away, its prey just sees another patch of jungle. That orange fur? In the eyes of a deer, it's perfect camouflage. It's like nature handed tigers an invisibility cloak, helping them sneak up on dinner without breaking a sweat. So next time you see a tiger, remember, to most animals it's just another shade of green. Did you know? You can live without a spleen, one kidney, or even one lung. Here's how we pull it off. Let's start with the spleen. It filters blood and fights germs, but if you lose it, maybe after an injury other organs step in. Just watch out for infections and keep your vaccines up to date. Next, the kidneys. Most of us have two, but one healthy kidney is enough. Many people donate a kidney and go on living full lives. Just get regular checkups, eat healthy, and protect that single kidney. And what about lungs? Lose one to illness or injury, and your remaining lung expands to pick up the slack. You might get winded faster, but you can still walk, swim, and enjoy life. Just avoid smoking and take care of your lungs. So remember, your body's built-in backup systems are pretty incredible. Did you know? Your kidneys filter about 45 gallons of blood a day. Inside each kidney are about 1 million tiny powerhouses called nephrons. Each nephron contains a glomerulus, a microscopic tangle of blood vessels where filtration begins. Here, water, nutrients, and waste get sorted like airport security. The filtered fluid, known as primary urine, flows into the renal tubules. Most of what your body still needs, like glucose and essential salts, is reabsorbed while the leftover waste and extra water become urine. In the end, out of those 45 gallons filtered, you only pee out about half a quart to 2 quarts a day. Why all this effort? Your kidneys remove toxins, balance fluids, regulate blood pressure, keep your electrolytes in check, and even help make red blood cells. So, next time you take a bathroom break, remember, your kidneys just pulled off a scientific miracle. Did you know? A broken heart can mimic a heart attack. Meet Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, also called broken heart syndrome. This wild condition usually pops up after intense stress or heartbreak, and it makes your heart's main chamber suddenly balloon out at the bottom. The name comes from a Japanese octopus trap, because honestly, that's what your heart looks like on a scan. The symptoms are almost exactly like a real heart attack. Chest pain, shortness of breath, even fainting. But unlike a heart attack, there's no blocked artery. Instead, a flood of stress hormones temporarily stuns your heart. Most folks recover fully in weeks, but it mostly affects women over 50. And get this, not just sadness but big happy shocks like winning the lottery can trigger it too. So next time someone says they have a broken heart, remember, sometimes it's not just a figure of speech. Did you know? Ants don't recognize they're dead until 3 days later. Here's why the smell of death is a big deal in the ant world. So, why don't ants recognize their fallen friends right away? It's all about chemistry. When an ant dies, its body starts to break down and releases oleic acid, basically the smell of death to an ant. But here's the twist. That scent can take up to 3 days to develop. Until then, the body just blends in. Once the smell ramps up, ants kick into action with a behavior called necrophoresis. Think of it as a tiny, ant-sized funeral procession, minus the tears. Some colonies even have undertaker ants who specialize in corpse removal, hauling the dearly departed off to the garbage dump or midden. No grief, just pure chemical instinct. And if you put oleic acid on a live ant, the others will try to bury it alive. Like and subscribe for more fun facts.